Welcome to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I'm Danielle DeTeach, or Coach Danni D, and I help women to create luxury brands by creating processes and tightening their branding. This is where we talk about how to build your business in a way that allows you to work with ease and enjoy your life. My happy space is spending as much time as humanly possible in my pajamas. And I want to help others to find their happy space while still running profitable businesses. So get comfortable and let's dig in. Hello and welcome to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I am your host, Coach Danni D, and I am here helping women, professionals, entrepreneurs, creatives to find that space of joy and fulfillment in their lives that comes along with removing themselves from grind culture, removing those things that don't serve them from their lives, and being able to get out of their own way and focus in on the things that matter to them most and bring them that joy and fulfillment. So, kind of reimagining what success looks like. And today, I actually saw this morning on Facebook, and it really resonated with me because I was, trying to think about what I wanted to talk about today. And um, this post one of my friends made on Facebook: your life becomes a masterpiece when you master peace. So let's talk about peace. And it's very fitting because I said that I was going to come back and give a little bit more of an update on my silent January. So today is the last day of January. So I'm trying to get as many of my loose ends tied up. Again, just like I didn't let January 1st deter me from continuing on this path, I'm not going to let February 1st deter me from continuing on this path because these things need to get done and they're important for setting the foundation for what's going to come. So I'm not, I don't feel, or I will not allow myself, let's say that, I will not allow myself to feel the pressure of making sure that I finish this by today, but I am using it as a little push, you know what I'm saying? Like to get as much as I can get done, but I want it done right, not rushed. So, so today is going to be a kind of full day, but so mastering peace. And I think that that quote is probably the best way for me to surmise this experience. It's been a lot about mastering peace because a lot of times in, business life, career, we have these urgencies, whether it is a deadline, whether it is, financial. Well, I need to see some revenue come in. Whatever that may look like, um, we have these things that move us sometimes in ways that are not aligned with how we need to be moving. So, for instance, you'll see, let's say if somebody is selling a physical product and that physical product is not moving fast enough, then they do a sale, buy one, get one, or, they do some type of promotion, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but sometimes we do that because we're not settled, we're not at peace because, hey, I got to get these moving. I need to get some revenue in, or, I need to do something. And we don't get comfortable in the process and the journey. Sometimes it's not that we needed to put that thing on sale. Sometimes it might have been that we needed to be doing more promotion, that we might need to be doing more research about how we can better sell that product. Where are we missing the mark? What made other people purchase that product? Are we then, using those same things that made other people purchase to get them to purchase? And this is not about the peace thing, it's not about selling per se. It's about understanding that sometimes there is a process, and sometimes that process doesn't move at the speed that we want it to, but it moves in the way that it needs to. And we have to learn to be at peace. We have to learn how to be at peace when things are not feeling peaceful. And being able to be at peace in those situations is game changing, because then you can move for long term and not short term. You can make decisions that are going to positively affect you for years, as opposed to just something that is going to get you out of that discomfort for now. And that's what we naturally tend to do. Like, we don't like to be uncomfortable. Nobody likes to be uncomfortable. And so when we're in uncomfortable space, we try to find the quickest exit. Like, how do I get out of this space? But sometimes the answer is, I need to sit in this space. I need to be able to find resolve in this space, in this uncomfortable space. I need to be able to find peace. And if I can find peace in the most uncomfortable spaces, then I will have no problem in any other space. And finding that peace often is what we need to be able to find resolution and solution, because we can get out of a situation, but that does not mean that it's necessarily resolved or it's a long term solution. So, just an analogy, sometimes we will, let's say your car is making a weird sound, and you go and some people just gonna turn up the radio. I mean, real talk, you don't have if you're not in a position to hear what that mechanic has to say, maybe you're turning the radio up, because that now you're not hearing the sound. Or maybe you are going to get something small fixed that will stop that sound, but there's something bigger going on that needs to be addressed, and you just kick that can down the road. So just because you can get out of a situation, there is an exit door. It does not mean that that situation is resolved. And a lot of times in life, we wonder why we are repeating the same situation over and over again. Sometimes it's because we never went through the fullness of the situation. So learn how to master peace. Learn how to master peace. And yeah, that would be probably the biggest lesson that I've been learning lately, is just, you know, I don't have control over what's going to happen outside of me, but I have control over how I process it, what I do with it, how I move coming out of it. That's what I have control over. And I can go to the knee jerk reaction, and it may or may not give me a little relief, but ultimately, if I don't work through the problem, the issue, the situation, then I'm going to be right back here 2 weeks, 6 months, whatever, it's coming back until I figure it out. So work on being able to be at peace, even in situations that don't at all feel peaceful. And, if you are a faith believer, you gotta believe that, you know, there is a greater power that has you in their arms. So understand that, you know, life is not meant to be lived chaotically. And we have to learn how to navigate that and how to be our own center so that we're not feeding into the chaos and we're not feeding into the part of us that starts to get, fearful and run narratives and, just gets out of hand. I know it's not just me that starts to think, oh my God, this, and really just stop, focus. This is where I'm supposed to be going. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And regardless of what it's happening outside of me, I need to go where I need to go. I need to do what I need to do. And I need to continue down my path and try to black out the crazy, the chaos, the gloom and doom, the stressors that are out here and keep focused, centered on where I need to go because before you know it, you look up and that stuff has dissipated. That storm has passed. I talked about on a previous episode the concept of peace be still and that whole narrative. And so you look up and those things will no longer be an issue, but you have to walk through it, not around it, not over it, not under it, through it in order to get where you need to go. And to be able to walk through all of that, you got to have peace. And so work on mastering peace. Work on mastering peace. And one of the ways that I, try to keep myself focused on peace and centered on peace. One, prayer, knowing who has assigned me and knowing that they're infallible. And then knowing my why and remembering it and remembering if I don't keep going, then my purpose won't be served. So that's what I have for you guys. What's going on in the world of Coach Danny D and workflow. We have the goal setting for success workshop on February 18th. That is a live virtual workshop where we're going to be going through a system of goal setting and implementation so that those goals are not just sitting on a piece of paper and not being accomplished. So that's on February 18th. Go and sign up for that. I also have something that I will be introducing later today, but I'm going to tell you about it right now, and you can go to the link in the show notes. I'm going to be implementing or introducing my execution incubator. And so that is going to be, it's going to be selective. So there is an application involved, but it's basically going to be a cohort of women who are focused and determined and who want to work together to achieve their mission, to work out their mission, achieve their mission. And we're going to have some guest experts come on with different topics that are important to the group. And basically, we're going to just work together to continue to execute at a high level. and to focus in, problem solve, and execute at a high level. So, if that's something that you are interested in, if you are looking for your tribe or group of women to travel this journey with, this is going to be an excellent program for you. Um, I will have the application posted probably by midday today, and so I'll have the link in the show notes that you can go to, see what the program's about, fill out the application, and I'll be sifting through those applications. That also starts on February 18th. And part of the reason behind that of both of those programs starting the same day, in the execution incubator, there are going to be certain workflow programs that you will have access to. So I wanted them to start on the same day because I want all of the ladies in the incubator to go through the goal setting process as well. So that will be included if you purchase the incubator. The goal setting workshop will be a part of that. So all of that is going to be in the show notes. That's what's going on right now. Of course, the Success Journal is out there for sale, as well as our graphic tees. And now we have cups. And there's even one, I got to get one for Walter. There's even a little doggy hoodie available in our graphic tee shop. So head over to the graphic tee shop that will be in the show notes as well. Graphic tees by Coach Danny D. And I think that's it. I think that's all that we have going on for the moment. Oh, February 1st, tomorrow starts the next round of the calendar detox challenge. So if you are all over the place and have, this booked and busy existence, but you are just overwhelmed and it's time to peel all of that back, the calendar detox challenge is the place for you. It helps you to think differently about your time, value your time, and to start identifying places where you can pull back and places where you need to pour in. So that is also starting on February 1st. Uh, I think that's it. I'm gonna give a shout out to my hubby whose birthday is tomorrow, February 1st. So y'all give some love to my husband for his birthday. And I will see you guys next week. Next week, we have a guest episode, and I'm so excited about it. So I want to see you guys back next week so you can really dive into this topic. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I have an expert that is absolutely perfect for it. So see you next week. Thank you for listening to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I hope you got some great tips to start working with ease. Want to stay connected? Follow me at Your Workflow on Instagram. For more information about building your luxury brand, register for my upcoming luxury brand workshop at CoachDannyD.com.